Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and this is the second part of a sort of double feature from Mikkeller, courtesy of the Mikkeller Beer Club box for August. Link down below to get yourself a discount on your own box when you sign up. Definitely worth it to try for a month or so, but hey ho, links down below. So we had the coffee porter earlier today, even though it's about 3 or 4 days after I recorded that review, and I'm not doing this in the morning today because I don't do morning beers. It just doesn't do anything for me. Although that being said, if I'm going out somewhere, sometimes I'll have a beer in the AM, but not first thing in the morning. But so the second beer is Kaffestout, which is a coffee stout, or artisan stout brewed with coffee. And this is clocking in at 6% ABV. Again, doesn't really tell you what coffee has been used, or who has used, or which roaster has been used, of course. Which is always a shame. I do like to see the people who provide the coffee get a shout out. But yeah, beautiful artwork, as per usual from Keith Shaw, and I think Mikkeller should start releasing cups in that shape. I think that'd be really good. But yeah, lovely stuff. I do love it with love beer with coffee in it, whether it be a stout porter, barley wine, other dark beers, or pale ales and IPAs, or at a really good coffee pilsner from Shindigger out of Manchester. Probably one of the best uses of coffee in a sort of lager style beer. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about getting vibrations as I'm doing a review. And no, that's not just how you're feeling when you're swooning over me as I record a video. It's because getting messages. It's bloody annoying. Keep forgetting to turn it off, or at least turn the vibrations off, but oh well. Going to be using my Mikkeller Beer Club glass for this one. Not using a cup as it's not morning. And there we go. Nice looking glug so far, especially for a stout that's only 6%. But yeah, look at that. Awful pour. Absolutely awful pour. With a really dark head actually. About 3 fingers worth. The beer itself, I don't know. Oh, let's see. I don't know if there's sort of like really dark ruby hues going around the edge, but that is, I don't want to say it's jet black, but it's a really dark, deep looking beer with a nice creamy, foamy looking head. How can something be creamy and foamy, Peter? Do you actually know what you're talking about? No, I don't. But yeah, it looks pretty damn good. It's almost looking like an impy style with how dark and intense that head is. And yeah, it certainly looks like coffee, as did the porter. Will this be as intense in its coffee flavour? I certainly hope so. Because stouts at this ABV don't really do much for me. And I don't have to be one of those people who goes, oh, I only like imperial stouts. Because this is a man who likes Guinness. Do you know what I mean? And I did actually have, even though I didn't review it, because hey, I don't need to review every beer that I get. I had the dry stout from Mikkeller, New York, and that was just bang on and simple. And I wish I'd have done a head-to-head with Guinness, like I'd intended to. But yeah, the stouts of this ABV sometimes don't do much for me. But hopefully, with the addition of a good, strong coffee character, it will lift it. And you know, that might be a creamy, oaty-filled stout. I won't go into the ingredients yet. Let's have it a little bit of surprise. So head's died down quite nicely. Definitely looks a bit more reinforced. Also has that sort of like it's like cake batter look, as if you'd taken it halfway out of baking out of the oven. Oh, it just looks damn good, doesn't it? Let's give it a sniff. Ooh. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, that's really good on the nose. You're definitely getting like a roasted coffee character, roasted ground coffee. But you're also getting that earthy greenness from a cacao bean. Or a coffee bean. Cacao bean. There's a little bit of a earthy licorice note in there. A little bit of chocolate. There's a smokiness coming from the coffee as well. A little bit of fruit character. Yeah, there's definitely a char, like a burnt wood, or if you've put soaked wood chips on a barbecue or something like that. Oh, it smells really damn good. So inviting. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. First of all, coffee character is just as harsh as the Imperial Porter. Thank Christ for that, because that's like a big punch in your face. That wasn't a big punch, that was really quite a pathetic punch, but you catch my drift. That was my impression of Tony Wilson. It's not got the heaviest bodies. You know it's a 6% ABV stout, but it's got a really lovely level of creaminess to it, like coffee creamer vibes, or a little bit of like a frothy milk. And what's going on with my hair? God, this hair is absolutely ridiculous. It never looks good on camera, but I'll get the odd like photo where my hair stands really nicely. Nobody cares about your style tips, Peter. There's a big harsh coffee character which I love. It's like you've got yourself. I did this at Starbucks. I know not the greatest example of genuine coffee, but I'm going through a basic bitch phase. I think I've been a basic bitch ever since I've been an adult, to be honest. I was a basic bitch. I was a hipster, fuckboy basic bitch before those terms were used in popular language. Although someone like Gavin McGuinness definitely pioneered the hipsterdom, no matter how astray from sanity his politics had become. But yeah, I'm going through a phase where I am just absolutely loving iced cold coffee or cold brew or iced Americanos. Not only that, but I love to have additional shots of espresso in them, so I get a really big, buzz. This has definitely got a big bam of flavour. I think I've spent like 3 minutes explaining that it's got a lot of coffee character in it. You almost get the impression that smoked malts have been used in this, because it has definitely got a smoky character. It's one of the more savoury stouts that I've had in a while, and I really, really like that. It's woody, it's got like almost a charred oak barrel character. There is some cakey sweetness there underlining, like a nice bit of chocolate, like a nice dark dense sponge cake that's like caramelised on the top, maybe charred around the edges. Lovely texture to the beer, although as I said, it's got the body of a 6% beer. That could have easily been edited. It's got the body of a 6. Yeah, I think this is absolutely lovely. I think you're getting elements like it could be an old school Imperial Stout with just how robust some of those flavours actually are. I mean, of course, you're not getting any alcohol at all with this. It's just that strength and intensity. It's very intense, I would say. If you like your coffee forward beers, I think you're going to really enjoy this. If you're not a fan of coffee forward beers and you don't like coffee, then you might want to steer clear from this. That licorice character's coming through again on that burp. Oh yes, that is wonderful. A little bit burnt out from like the big pastry stouts, I'm not gonna lie. So it's nice to have something like this. And yeah, compared to the porter that I had, I think this one edges it for me. Can't remember what I rated it, so I probably end up giving it a score that's lower than the porter, but trust me, I enjoy this quite a bit more. I don't know, you get like coffee, beers that have had coffee in them, and there's like maybe a slight coffee flavour, but this actually, I'm not sure how much coffee they've actually put in, but you actually get like that, it's like, you get a bit of a rush drinking it. I'm drinking this at 20 to 9 in the evening. Probably not the best time of night or time of day to review something like this. This would have definitely give you a kickstart in the morning if you're so inclined to drink beer in the morning. Nothing wrong with that. If you can function throughout the day, you don't depend on it, and it's not a crutch or you know, an addiction, then, you know, if you want to have a beer on your day off in the morning, maybe have a beer with your fry up at the local Wetherspoons, go for it. Do you know what I mean? I think we've got such a... I mean, I do see why there is stigma towards alcohol, because my mum works in the medical profession, and a lot of people she has to deal with have alcohol-related problems, and she's seen, you know, people in their 20s and 30s dying because of, you know, alcoholism. But that being said, I think, you know, just the same as the insane amount of shit that's put in fizzy drinks, energy drinks, do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is like, I want to drink this outside when I've got a hangover and I've got a bacon grill balm and just having a cigarette. Do you know what I mean? This is a beer to smoke to, if you like smoking. I bet you'd feel like $1 million if you had this with a nice, fine cigar. Definitely. And I think, stick with the morning beer references and cigars. I think someone like Nitch would very much appreciate this. But yeah, if you want a dark, intense, savoury tasting beer that tastes a lot higher than its actual ABV, and you're getting a little bit bored of, don't get me wrong, I love them just as much as you do, but if you are getting bored of like those syrupy, cakey, sweet imperial stouts, and you want something that's a like little bit old school, maybe this, or I know I shouldn't really mention the brewery since, you know, the brothers don't like each other, but you know, there's stuff like Even More Jesus by Evil Twin. Just a classic old school, albeit rushed imperial style. But this has all of those flavours that you get from those classic, big, robust stouts. And I can't believe it's only 6%. But that being said, it's drinking rather easy. And it's a rather fine alcoholic beverage. I really freaking like that. It's tasting like it's, you know, a cold brew coffee with extra shots of espresso in there. It really, really is. I was saying that they probably didn't really use that much coffee, to be honest. But yeah, as someone who loves and adores coffee, this is my sort of beer in that regard. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I want more stouts like this, please, breweries. You don't have to put, you know, praline and ice cream flavourings in. You can do, because they're really nice, especially if you're the likes of Lervig, who are just producing some insane adjunct-ridden stouts. But this, for me, is just hitting the spot, and I'm glad that I've opened it, even though I think one of those beers I could have put away till Christmas. That reminds me, we're in the latter part of August, and I don't actually have my Christmas drinking selection sorted. I'll have to get started. Anyway, so if you've tried this one, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. If you've tried the porter that I reviewed previously, then I'd love to hear what you thought if you've got both of them and tried them, especially if you're part of the Mikkeller Beer Club. I'd like to get a bit more of a interaction with the Beer Club members on the YouTube channel. Are you a fan of coffee stouts, coffee porters? Are you a fan of Mikkeller? What's some of your favourite like coffee infused beers, and what's some of your favourite, coffee roasters and providers? Because I'm always on the lookout for new coffee to buy. And I'd like to know that the only negative with this is I'd love to know who's provided the coffee, because it's got such a high quality flavour. This isn't your Nescafe Gold Blend or your Asda Smart Price coffee, which for some reason work constantly stocks even though nobody likes it. This is a coffee lover's beer. And I'm sure there are much more refined palates who would drink this go, oh well, the coffee character's actually not that complex. But yeah, it's got those like dark berry characters you get in some espressos. I'm not sure if it's... I don't know. But yeah, needless to say, I bloody love this beer. It's really, really damn good. So yeah, in fact both of them have been terrific. 9 out of 10. Check out Mikkeller down below, and if you're interested, link is down below to my referral link, so you can get yourself a nice discount. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this. Every time I review a Mikkeller beer, it's always 2 on the day. It just saves you like having to go through day after day of Mikkeller stuff, because well, to be honest, from the looks of it, that's what I'm going to be reviewing a lot, even though I will be dividing it. Anyway, you don't need to know about that. Nobody cares. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I shall hopefully see you later. And I'm going to get wired as fuck. See you guys later. Ciao.